Good evening, my friends. I have been sitting here for like 5 minutes, and I always do a little quick meditation to determine we've talked about it. I had ideas of what the meditation is, and then I always go quickly inward and right before I do the meditations and make sure that whatever I get to say, whatever you get to hear, needs to be what's heard. So I've been sitting here for 5 minutes, and the first thing that came to me was this concept of all of us being connected. And that's going to be, so I've got some pretty awesome training with this about connecting, like each of us being connected, that like passing my light to yours, like, and we've talked a little bit about it, but so I kept like putting that aside, and I was like, no, it's not about meditation. So then I went a little bit in again and said, okay, what else is there? And something else came up, and it wasn't important. Hey, Marissa. But I kept going back to this connection, this oneness connection. So that's what we get to talk about. See, I don't know why it's so difficult for me today. I think, we talked about self-love yesterday and judging ourselves, and I know we've talked about seeing other people for their soul and looking past that. Today, I think we're going to go and we're going to be about love expanded and expanding our heart center, expanding our love around those around us. And so I'm going to do a guided meditation, and it's kind of going to be like the expansion one where we expand it outside of the universe, but we're going to more talk about expanding our heart center, expanding it around physical people. And then I have a little challenge, homework again. So I know yesterday we did a little bit of homework. So this is going to be about the next day tomorrow, and I'll talk about it at the end. So we're going to, we're just going to jump right in. We're going to jump in, do this little guided meditation about love expanded. I want you to set an intention today. So set an intention of, and you can create your own intention, but I want it to be around being just picturing love completely expanding. So my intention for this meditation is that we can all feel the love that each of us is expanding out of our own selves. So that's my intention. And we're going to kind of play with this a little bit and see how we can do this. And, I kept going back. The reason why I didn't want to do this topic is because I was like, this isn't really meditation. But it is. I wrote my first blog post today about mindfulness versus meditation. And meditation is simply just getting outside of our head, getting more into our mind and our soul and that heart space. So when we can get into the practice and the awareness that we just need to, continue to get back into this space, we're meditating. So we're going to just go with this one today, because it keeps coming up, and I don't know, I keep pushing it aside, and so it needs to come out. I'm even sitting here in my cozy blanket from my mom made when I was a kid, so I still have this bad boy. House is quiet, so we're gonna kind of just go with it. But I'm feeling a little bit of music, so just give me 1 second. I'm gonna go find some music real quick. Hold on 1 sec. Okay, sorry about that. I'm back. Okay, so first of all, thank you for being there. Okay, we can get into that space. take a moment to set your intention for our practice today. And we want this intention to be around love and love expanded. So whatever comes to your mind, I want you to think about it and set that intention, whether it be out loud or go into this meditation with the idea that all of us are connected. We're all connected to a higher source, to each other, and whatever your belief system is, it doesn't matter, but we're all connected. We all exist together. We coexist together. And if we could, as a combined society, as a combined community, we could be more attuned to each other and more aware of other people's needs and just a very simple, basic need of love. So I'm going to start here with our own self. As we talked about yesterday, it is so important to love yourself. It's so important to know your value. Some days it's easier, some days it's harder, but today we're gonna just own it. But you know what? I am awesome. I am powerful. I am love. I want you to take your hand on your heart and I want you to feel just this heart center of your body. See if you can feel the energy that's coming from your heart. I just got chills myself, so just see if you can feel this energy. Don't think about it too much, just let whatever feelings, thoughts come over you right now. Keep taking your breaths. Alright, now we're going to take the love that we're feeling right now from here. And we're going to picture in our mind those that are the closest to us. I want you to picture them in your mind, and I want you to embrace them with a huge hug, embrace them with kisses, with touch. I want you to look at each of their faces. Kiss them on the forehead. Tell them you love them. And I want you to bring into your awareness and mind the next group of people that just come to your mind. Parents, siblings, grandparents, nieces, nephews, whoever it is, just allow the next people to come into your space. And feeling them just flow in with ease, like they're looking for this love. Everybody's needing it tonight themselves. And that's why we get to expand on this. And so allow those people to just enter your space and do the same. Look each other in the eyes. Touch them, feel them, hug them. Breathe the love you have for yourself, for your loved ones, for these people that are now with you. Okay, now we're going to expand it and we're just going to allow people people to just come into this little room, this bubble that we've created of unconditional love, of just love. Like it's the word that's coming. And they're going to sit in this bubble with us. We're going to meet each of them in their faces. We're going to kiss them on the forehead. And we're just going to give them the love that we've passed into those that we are closest. And then you see that it just starts expanding. The people just start filling your space. They start filling this bubble. I want to allow some more people to just come in. And you know what you're witnessing is because they're all feeling it. They're spreading it as well. So we've just made this bubble of just hugs and kisses and just admiration and just deep down heartfelt love. Everybody's smiling, everybody's grinning, and I want you to see that. I want you to feel that. I want you to breathe that in. And all of you are going to hold hands together and just picture this in your mind. Just continue to be in that space. You're going to hold hands. And we're going to just send up us like this blare, this trumpet. We're just going to expand and just push all this love that we have in our little bubble. And we're just going to let it rain over anyone that's ready to receive it. We're just going to let it go. We're just going to let it flow. Just let it just exude out into this world, out into those that just really need it right now. I want you to look up in your mind and you see this huge, massive bubble, this love bubble that you've created for those that are close to you and those that are far away from you. And some of these people you know, some people you don't, and it doesn't matter. Because everybody deserves that. And if we're all creating these bubbles and expanding on this love, then we're healing that heartache, we're healing some pain. And just breathe that in. Just breathe it in and feel it. I want you to come back to your space where you have your people, the physical people, just standing in your bubble. And I want you to thank them for allowing you to love on them, and allowing you to share your love, and thank them for sharing theirs. Because it was pretty awesome for me to be able to feel it. Now come back into your space, your heart. Just feel I think I needed that. That's why it kept coming up, because this is the first time I've actually ever done a bubble, love bubble. But I'm feeling there's some people that needed it, and I am one of those. So my challenge, I don't like that word, my encouragement. I want to encourage you that the next day, so whatever time you're listening to this, if it's in the morning, then you can do it obviously during that same day, but the next day, the next immediate day, I want you to wake up in the morning and I want you to set an intention that you get to touch just one person today. That's all, just one. But that intention is that that person, you're both going to feel it. And you're obviously not going to know what their reaction is to it, and you're only going to know what yours is. You're going to set the intention that you are going to touch the person that needs it the most. Set the intention that you are aware of it. So you can see how cool this is, that when you take what you're learning here, when you take what you learn in other meditations and in your own personal practice, that when you take that and you put it into your conscious life and your daily life, miracles will start showing up and miracles will happen. And there's people that are waiting, and the connection between you and those that need you will happen, and they'll happen authentically. So I encourage you, and I would love to hear back any aha moments that you have. Whatever it is, like, just set an intention that it is obvious, and that the person that you're going to touch, you're both going to know it, and you're both going to feel it. So I hope you do it. I'm going to set that intention for tomorrow. It's Thursday, July 13th. So I'm setting that intention for tomorrow, and I hope you'll do the same. And we will see you tomorrow. We've got 2 more days. Just 2 more days. Okay. Love you all. Good night.